When my wife Emily texted me that night, late dinner with clients, don't wait up, I almost believed her. Almost. It wasn't the first time she'd said it, but lately those client dinners seemed to multiply. The odd part? She never mentioned who these clients were, and her company rarely had evening meetings. That night, I was sitting in our living room, staring at her message, when something caught my eye on the side table, a cufflink, not mine, small, engraved with the initial CB. I didn't know any Chris, except for a vague mention at work. Someone she insisted was just a colleague. That tiny piece of metal made everything snap into focus. I drew a deep breath and decided not to explode, not to accuse. I'd learned calm exposes guilt far better than confrontation ever could. So I typed, "Tell Chris I want my shirt back." I hit send and waited. For a long minute, nothing. Then the typing bubble flickered on and off, over and over. My heart hammered. The silence stretched, suffocating, deliberate. No denial, no confusion. No, what are you talking about? Just pure, heavy quiet. That was when I knew I'd struck the truth. A few minutes later, my phone buzzed. "What shirt?" she finally replied. I almost laughed. A bitter, hollow laugh. The kind that comes when a lie is too pathetic to even argue with. The one he left behind. I typed back, "The one that doesn't belong in our home." No response. Just the read receipt appearing. And then nothing. The silence that followed was louder than any confession could have been. I could almost picture her at the dinner table, frozen, phone in hand, trying to figure out how I knew. I didn't know fully, not yet, but the way she reacted told me everything I needed to hear. Her guilt had spoken long, before words could. I set my phone down, poured a drink, and waited for her to come home. She walked in around midnight, hair messy, eyes red, pretending nothing had happened. "Hey, sorry it ran late," she mumbled, avoiding my gaze. I gave a faint smile. "No worries," I said. "How was dinner with Chris?" She froze. Her purse slipped from her hand, thudding to the floor. She tried to recover. "What? Chris? I told you it was clients." I cut her off, calm, almost too calm. "Emily, stop. I found his cufflink. And you never mentioned wearing my shirt last week, the same one I saw a man entering your office wearing." She opened her mouth, but no words came, only trembling lips and tears welling in her eyes. The truth choked her, and she knew there was no escape. Finally, a whisper. "It's not what you think." I leaned back. "Then tell me what it is," I said quietly. She sank into the couch, burying her face in her hands. "It just happened," she cried. "I didn't mean to. He's been helping me with work, and we got close." That phrase, "it just happened," was the final nail. I'd heard it before from friends whose marriages ended the same way. I didn't yell. I didn't throw anything. I just said, "You should have told me when you stopped being my wife." She looked up, shocked. "Tom, please don't say that." But I wasn't angry anymore. I was done. I stood, grabbed my jacket, and said softly, "You've already said enough with your silence." I walked toward the door. "Where are you going?" she cried. "To start a life where my trust isn't a joke," I said, and left. The next morning, she sent a long message. Apologies, promises, excuses. I read every word, then replied with a single line. "You had your chance to talk last night. You chose silence." Then I blocked her number. That silence at dinner had been her confession. And my calm reply, the one line that shattered her world, was the moment she realized she'd lost mine forever.